Welcome everyone. In this course, we will ask one question using 2 cards and all of the major arcanas to answer that question. Let us begin. The question is, do he really care about me? To answer that question, we are using the Magician and the Fool. The Magician means controlling and manipulating. The Fool means acting without thinking and immature. So how we answer that question is that he is manipulating and he's controlling and that he's looking for a woman that he can take advantage of and play her for a fool. The question is, again, does he really care about me? To answer that question, we're using the Emperor and the Hierophant. The Emperor is an older man, a mature man, and responsible. The Hierophant is tradition and marriage. To answer that question, the Emperor says that he's mature and responsible. And the Hierophant says he's traditional. So you would say that, yes, this man really cares about you and he's mature and responsible and he does want to marry you. Now, the question is, do he really care about me? And to answer that question, we use the Star, which means happiness and joy, and Lovers, which is sexual and intimacy. So how do we answer that question? We will say, yes, he's extremely happy with you. You give him great joy, and he wants an intimate relationship with you. Now, the question is, do he really care about me? And to answer that question, we're using the Empress, which is mother, nurturing, wife, and the World, which is blessed and everything. To answer that question, yes, he really cares about you. He wants to marry you. He wants you to have his children, and he feels blessed that you're in his life. The question is, do he really care about me? And to answer that question, we're using the High Priestess, which is secret and unknown, and Death, which is over or done. So the answer to that question is, no, he's not really caring about you anymore. He's over the relationship, but he's not revealing it to you. The question is, do he really care about me? And to answer that question, we're using the Chariot, which is conflict and obstacle, and the Hermit, which is pulling away and alone. So how do we answer that question? We would say that he's very conflicted and he doesn't know what he really wants. So he's pulling away. The question is, do he really care about me? And to answer that question, we're using Strength, which is strong, and Wheel of Fortune, which is feeling blessed. How do we answer that question? We would say that he has very strong emotions and he feels very blessed to be with you. The question is, do he really care about me? And to answer that question, we are using the Devil, Obsession, Controlling, and Hangman, holding on, not letting go. How do we answer that question? We would say that he has an obsessive, controlling, possessive emotion that he's holding on to and he's not letting go. So he cares about you in an obsessive and unhealthy way. The question is, do he really care about me? And we're using the Moon, which is deception, and Temperance, which is waiting. How do we answer that question? We would say that he is deceiving you and he has you holding on and waiting on him with no real intentions. The question is, do he really care about me? And to answer that question, we're using the Tower, which is shocking and devastating, and Judgment, which is change. And how do we answer that question? We'll say that something happened in this relationship that was devastating and shocking, and now things are changing now. He's not feeling the same anymore. Now, the question is, do he really care about me? And to answer that question, we're using the Sun, which is happiness and joy, and Justice, which is fairness. And how do we answer that question? Yes, he does care about you a great deal and you make him happy. And he's going to do the right thing and marry you.